Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt, and we are back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, we have another episode of new figure pickups. This is episode 60. I think this is episode 60. I believe this is episode 60. And what an episode we have ahead for us today. It's great. I love the stuff that we're about to show off, as I do in every new figure pickups video. But of course, today we got some really good stuff here. And it's going to be a short one. And it's funny because maybe it should have been in reverse. Our episode 59 was quite the episode. We had a lot of items in there. I actually even had a couple of items that I forgot to put in that episode, which is kind of a bit of a benefit, I guess, to add a few things to this video. But it was such a long episode on that last one. And usually I don't try to have that happen, but I had a lot of stuff just all come about at once, and we were able to have such a large new figure pickups video, so it was great to get it all out of the way in one shot. But as I always say, the title is New Figure Pickups, but it could be anything. It's usually anything wrestling related, but sometimes we do have those few random items. For most of you who don't know, in my short time between collecting wrestling figures, when I got out of the collecting of all of this and just got rid of everything wrestling that I had except for a very couple select items, I started to collect other things in that meantime because I was always looking for something to do. So cars was a big hobby of mine. Cars is still a big hobby of mine. Just a little bit of a different, a little bit of a different time in all of it. When you start something, when you start doing something, as years go by, you progressively always will continue to get older, and the people coming into it seem to always be getting younger. And that is why sometimes it's you take a different course in life. You take a different course in the thing that you love or your passions. So we do have another channel on YouTube. You guys might already know about it. It is Untamed Auto Club, and you can even find the that in the description of this video. There is down in the sponsors and community of Matt's Wrestling Collectibles, Untamed Northeast Auto Club is down there. Untamed Auto Club is down there, and you can find us on YouTube. So we're always out and about, and me and the guys are always having fun. A lot of nice cars on there, a lot of variety of vehicles. And before we get too far into talking about this without showing anything yet, I do want to say, at one point when I collected Hot Wheels, I had probably somewhere around maybe about 2,500 to 3,000 cars. And I got rid of all the Hot Wheels as time went on. I probably have maybe a couple that are still left in my collection hanging around somewhere. But first item on the new figure pickups video is not a figure at all, but I had to get this the other day when I found it at Walmart. I happened to be with a buddy of mine, and we were checking out the Hot Wheels bin. And the reason why I had to grab this is because, as you can see, it is a mail truck, postal service truck, and it says HWPS on there, Hot Wheels. I would assume Hot Wheels Postal Service, and it's got the dog on there holding the mail in his mouth, and underneath it says "mailed it." Very cool piece. And the reason why I had to grab this is because my grandfather, he used to be a mailman. He was a mailman letter carrier for over 50 years. Absolutely an amazing accomplishment to be in a line of work for that long and to continue to do it for as long as he did. And God rest his soul. He is no longer with us anymore, but a great man that he was. And just wanted to get this because not only is it so cool that it's a mail truck or a postal service truck, and give you guys a little bit of a better look there, as you can see, but it is also a big thing of his. He used to carry around dog biscuits, and all the dogs that were on his route always were, great. And he had so many wonderful people that he would deliver mail to. So it was just cool that there was a dog on this on top of it. So a very cool piece. Just wanted to put that out there and let everybody see that. So adding that to the collection, but I definitely will not be getting back into Hot Wheels. I occasionally would like to buy a few. Obviously there are some cars that I am very passionate about and enjoy. And I always buy anything that's Cadillac because, of course, as you guys already know, I do have a Caddy. So that is, my vehicle of choice. But it's very far and few between do you find Cadillacs in the Hot Wheels line. And they did have some over the past few years, but whenever I do see something, if I don't already have it, I like to pick it up. But speaking of pickups, now we got to get into the new figure pickups and just everything here that's wrestling related from this point moving forward, I think, other than maybe one other item in here. But it is wrestling related in a way, but maybe not completely. But what are we going to show off here first? Let's do this because we forgot to put these in the last video. So as you guys know, I did a few unboxing and reviews, or unpacking and reviews of these slap bands. They're random. You don't know what you're going to get. So we pulled those on the channel together. And a lot of you had fun watching those videos. I actually very much appreciate the amount of views and just the amount of feedback that I got on those videos. So hopefully we'll find more of these slap bands in the future. Haven't seen any since I did those videos. So hopefully I will find some more in the future. Maybe we can go over those at some point again and pull them. But out of all the ones that we did pull, I decided that this is the one that we're going to keep. And of course, it is the John Cena spinner belt. I had to do it. I mean, there's some other ones in there that are definitely really cool. I haven't found an Undertaker belt yet. I haven't found an Undisputed WWE Championship yet either. So who knows? Maybe we'll find those in the future if we come across these again. So we'll see. But wanted to add this to the collection. You guys have already seen it in 2 other videos. So it's nothing special. Just another one of these slap bands, but very cool that we, we're able to at least come across them in some way or another, because I know there are some people who have not come across them at all. So very cool that we were at least able to find that. And the other day as well, when I had these up, these splat, WWE splats, you throw them, they splat against the wall or whatever, and on the front there you see not the greatest rendition of many of these, but we've got a cross from left to right and the top to the bottom. We've got Cody Rhodes, The Rock, LA Knight, John Cena, Jey Uso, and Randy Orton. And I will tell you right now, aside from the Jey Uso, I don't really think any of these are all that great. The LA Knight does not look like him. The Rock is quite off. The Cena looks as scary as can be. Heel turn in full effect. The Cody Rhodes looks like Cody to an extent, but, again, and that Randy Orton is just awful. But, hey, what can you do, right? So, anyway, with these, I did wind up pulling a Cody Rhodes, and so we did add this to the collection because I do like to keep at least one of each item, one of every style item that they do come out with. So, and as you can see, that's actually like the logo on the back there. But, I like to keep at least one. So that was that. Same thing with the slap band. I mean, who knows? If I was to get an Undertaker one, would I keep it? I don't even know. Maybe I would just put it up on the MERCARI, let somebody else who's really looking for it enjoy it more than me. But either way, it is what it is. Also, we unboxed or unpacked and reviewed a few of these thumb wrestlers, which is pretty cool. I do think these are a cool thing for kids. I mean, back in the day, I remember doing thumb wrestling with my friends in elementary school, so how cool would it have been to have these? I mean, we did have the thumb wrestlers. The wrestling style ones back in the day were a little different. They were like mini figures. They were like full-size figures, and you would put your thumb basically in their back, and their legs and arms and everything would still be on it. So it's kind of a little bit different than this. But with these, I found out something really cool, and these are the 2 that I decided to keep. I kept the Drew McIntyre and the Undertaker, and I think we have a set going up on MERCARI of Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. But decided to keep these just because I like the Undertaker, and we had 2 Drew McIntyres, so figured that would make the most sense. But I found out that these actually fit perfect on the light strings, the cords that go to my ceiling fan. So it's kind of funny. I just put them up there. I mean, of course, they're upside down. They're like this, stuck up on them, but they just hang there, and it's like, whatever. It's something, you know what I mean? Gets it out of the way, and it adds to the room, that's for sure. Alrighty. So up next, I want to go into, let's see here. Let's pull this one first. Let's do this. Let's pull out none other than Stone Cold. Stone Cold Steve Austin coming out of the Knuckle Crunchers here. I'm not 100% sure on what I'd like to do with this just yet. Will I keep it? Will we get rid of it? I am not really sure. I purchased this because, as always, it seems when I take my good buddy with me, my buddy Georgie, anytime we go out hunting together, anytime we hit the store together, somehow, some way, he must be the good luck charm, because I always find something that is like a, you know, there's only one of them, or it's maybe a special set or a special figure. And there was probably about 40 Knuckle Crunchers on the shelf at Walmart. I kid you not. There had to be at least close to 40 of them. But there was all of 10 Damian Priests, 10 Seth Rollins, 10 of The Rock, probably a couple Cody Rhodes, a couple of Sheamus and Bobby Lashley still hanging around, but there was only one of this Stone Cold. That was it. So I figured, well, if there's only one of these, maybe it's worth grabbing. So we did grab this, and Knuckle Crunchers Stone Cold is now in the collection. I actually gotta even check that. I think the Knuckle Crunchers, they're up there. I got them in the ring. I keep forgetting where I put them, because every time I move something around, it's like, you know, it's a needle in a haystack around here sometimes when you put things behind other things. So up next, we go back to the Build-A-Figure series. We go back to the Golga set, and I gotta tell you right now, this is a phenomenal figure. I know we already showed it off, but officially here on New Figure Pickups, we have the Golga figure. He is built. He is looking really good, you know. I think he's looking good. If we can get a nice clear shot on him there we go. Looking good. I like this figure a lot. I'm glad that we were able to build it so easily. Looking for that Chase Booker T. Once I have that Chase Booker T in hand, his set of arms will complete my second Golga, so that will eventually be up for sale on the MERCARI. But the reason why he's in this video today is, as I say, you have to sometimes buy things that might not be wrestling related, but they are in some way related to wrestling, right? So figure that riddle out. But here it is, none other than the piece that could almost complete this, because of course we do not have the shirt with South Park on it to complete, you know, the real full look. The rights obviously being a problem with that. We're not going to see that on the shirt from Mattel, but we did get him a Micro Figures, and this is a Micro Figures Cartman, as you can see there from South Park. How cool is that, right? So bring this back a little bit, put that next to Golga there so you can see. And the video may not do it justice. I mean, obviously you can probably tell somewhat from just being next to each other, but that is a very, very small figure of Cartman. This is from the World's Smallest Toys. They are a company that's been around for, I don't even know how long. I want to say they've had to have been around close to 20 years, if not more than that. Maybe I'm way off. Maybe they have even been around longer. But some of these things were items that I would even get as a kid. I remember when they had the world's smallest, like, pinball machines and all kinds of stuff. Some of the stuff that I tried to get as a kid, oh my God. Trying to find that stuff, running around like crazy and never finding the ones that were, you know, the ones you really wanted. So, but either way, we did finally get this in the last shipment of things that came in, and Cartman is now set with Golga. It is perfect. It is a match made in figure heaven, as you can see there. It fits perfectly. So very cool. If you guys are looking to complete your, you know, Golga figure with that, you might want to check this out. Like I said, World's Smallest Toys Micro Figures, and the easiest way to get these is probably buying the whole set. It comes with Cartman, Butters, and Randy, so might want to check that out. Wish they had actually more of these. If they had the entire set, and maybe you could buy, you know, another few of them to just really complete it, maybe I would do so. But considering that we just needed this one, it is going to probably be the one that we hold on to. Those other ones will make their way up on to MERCARI. But another very cool Build-A-Figure, and looking forward to the next Build-A-Figure. I know we have, let's see, who do we have up next? I think it's Gorilla Monsoon is one of them, and I think there was one other, I can't remember. Can't remember who the other one was, but I know Gorilla Monsoon is up on the block very soon for that wave that's already in stores. Once we get that, that'll be right up on MERCARI. We already have the original release of that Gorilla Monsoon, so we'll probably be putting that other one right up on MERCARI. Up next, we have none other than the final boss himself. It is The Rock. He's coming out of Elite Series 115. I was debating on this one for a couple of times, at least a few times that we passed on it, and found out just the other day he is sold out on Ringside. So I was very surprised to see that. The rest of that series is still in play. You can still get it, but unfortunately, The Rock is gone. So I knew that between The Rock and I don't know. I mean, when we spin it around to the back here, and you guys can see the rest of this set, I was not expecting The Rock to be the one that would sell out. But I guess, you know, for the people that don't have the Ultimate or haven't received the Ultimate, it's, you know, it's a good figure. It's something that you're definitely going to want to get. I figured the Kairi Sane and the R-Truth and Tyler Bate would be the three that would really be, you know, off the shelf. And then I figured, all right, you know, Punk, Drew, The Rock, they're kind of on that backside of things, even though Punk is still very popular. But we've gotten a lot of figures of him now, so people are going to probably start to slow down a little bit. But either way, this is great figure. Really do like it a lot, aside from the fact that, you know, like whenever we get some of these, like, not suited figures, but like the what do you want to call it? They're like kind of like a suit pants type deal, kind of, you know, similar. I think it's almost the same mold. So I don't know. Sometimes when I get those, I'm just kind of feel like the figures are bland, but I mean, it's nice. We still get the glasses, the necklace, the you know, shirt, and all this other stuff here. All the updated tattoos and whatnot, which is nice, and the new SmackDown style microphone, which is really cool. So I mean, you know, hey, there's a lot of things that are great in this figure, and maybe a few things that are still to be desired. But we'll have to see once we maybe get around to unboxing and reviewing this one. And up next, we did have to grab the Tyler Bate as well, because I really thought, you know, this is a good figure. We haven't seen an Elite Tyler Bate, I think, in quite some time. So to be able to get this and add it to the collection, I think, could be wrong. I think Tyler Bate had the NXT UK ringside exclusive Elite, and I think he had maybe one other Elite. I'm not sure. This is definitely his second Elite, if not third. But a great figure. I really wanted to get it. It's nice to have Tyler Bate. Now I got to get the Pete done and really complete the set there now that they are back up and running together as a tag team. But Tyler Bate coming out of Elite Series 115, same set as The Rock there. And like I said, you want to definitely check out Ringside, because who knows? I think that Rock might be a little tough to not to see again. I mean, I'm sure they're going to restock it, but it's crazy to think that, you know, there was 3 at the Walmart I was at, and looked like they had been, you know, sitting for a little while. They've definitely been seen. So to see 3 there, but to be sold out on Ringside is very impressive, in my opinion. Up next, this is the grand closer of the show. This is the greatest part of this episode, in my opinion. As some of you may know, Target had the TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that was the Elite set that they did. And that was about, I don't know, a few months back or so. I don't know, somewhere around that, maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And so we're kind of all in the same boat. I see a lot of people that were in the same boat where they said, hey, you know, my Target got the Cody, Seth, and Ray, but we never saw the Xavier, the Kofi, or the Roman Reigns. Same thing for me. All of my Targets were all set and stocked with the Cody, the Seth, and the Ray, and we just never saw the Kofi, the Xavier, or the Roman Reigns. And so the other day I found a really good deal on eBay and was able to pick up the entire set of 6. So the Cody, the Seth, and the Rey Mysterio will all wind up on MERCARI. But as you can already tell here, we got none other than Kofi Kingston. We've also got Xavier Woods. We'll put these up first. We'll get to the Roman in just a second, but so excited to add these to the collection. Now we have the full set of the Ghostbusters one. We now have completed the TMNT set here as well. So this is great. You know, so excited to buy, you know, finally put this into the collection. And it was just an absolute nightmare trying to find these. I can't believe that we never saw them. They were apparently never stocked, because, I mean, I went to Targets that were time and time again having the same Cody, Seth, and Ray hanging on the pegs. And, I mean, of course, you know, now you're not going to see any of them. I doubt it. Maybe if you do, you're very lucky. I would say grab them at retail if you still can. But it's a very, very rough secondary market with these. So like I said, I was happy to find these for the price that I did. considering what the Roman Reigns goes for by himself. Seeing sold listings as high as $100 for him, it's quite the expense on the figure. So, but as you can see here, we've got Kofi and Xavier Woods, and I'm so happy to add them to the collection. Love getting new sets of the New Day, and even though this may not be exactly New Day, it is very cool to have them together. Would it have been awesome if we got a Big E in this set as well? I think that would have been cool, but hey, it is what it is. Everybody's out there making customs, and I've seen a few with Big E already. So who knows? Maybe somewhere down the road. I don't think we'd see it, again with another set like that, but you never know. You might find something where they do some kind of collab like this again. So last but not least, the man himself, one of the greatest of all time, obviously by just pure definition of what he's accomplished. And not only that, the title reign that speaks for itself, whether the wins were, helped out or cheated or whatever it may be, the man still did what he did, and he has had quite the reign for being a Roman Reigns. So, but Roman Reigns as Shredder here, and I'll tell you, this figure is the one that I guess has just eluded many, many people. Still so excited to be able to have this in the collection and even be able to have this on this video right now. I do think that I will do the unboxing and review on him regardless. I mean, I've never cared about what the cost of a figure is to open it up and share it with you guys on the channel. So we will probably do that, and we will figure that out some way. I don't know if it's weird because you don't want to take anything away from this figure, but I actually think it would be a little bit nicer without the Ulafala. Maybe something else could have been added to it as well, but a lot with the figure all the way around. So many accessories and little pieces there, cloth goods and whatnot. The mask, I mean, it is great, and that cool tattoo style of his logo over the eye is just, even an extra add-on little piece, the little details that make all the difference. So, but how excited I am to add Roman with the rest of these TMNT Elites to the collection. It is great to finally complete the set. But as always, guys, we have come to the end of another pickups video, and this is episode number 60. So just blown away by the fact that we have now done 60 episodes of new figure pickups. And as always, at the end of these videos, you know what I'm already going to say, but we got even a little bit of an extra piece here today. As always, and as of lately, we have to let you guys know about our WrestleMania MERCARI sale. So, of course, WrestleMania MERCARI sale, it's our 3rd annual year. And if you guys have not already been a part of one, you're definitely going to want to be a part of this one. It is so easy. It is so simple. You just check the comments to this video. You can also check the description of this video. You will find the link to my MERCARI. Head over there. All you have to do is click the follow button and follow me on MERCARI. Head over to see all the items that I have for sale. Go through those. Any item that you see you like, it's as simple as that. You just click the like button. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, April 18th, 19th, and 20th, it is WrestleMania weekend. Starting on Friday, probably somewhere around Friday afternoon to, maybe Friday afternoon to Friday evening, we will start sending out all of the offers on those items that are liked, which means that if you and 30 other people have liked that item, you will all receive the same offer at the same time. So you're going to want to be by your phone because you're going to want to be, as we get tongue-tied up here, it's all right, we're going to want to make sure that you're going to want to be one of those people that's right by your phone, making sure that you see it first thing, because once it's gone, it's gone. That's it. It's a first come, first serve. So it's as simple as that. You get over to the MERCARI from the link that is in the comments and the description of this video. You follow me on MERCARI. You check out the items that I have for sale. If you see an item you like, it's as simple as that. You just click the like button, and then come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like I said, April 18th, 19th, and 20th, WrestleMania weekend, this coming weekend, because now it is Sunday as of the recording of this video. So as of this coming weekend, WrestleMania weekend, we will have that MERCARI sale, and we are going to have a bunch of items posted between now and then, so make sure you're checking that out as well. We're going to get that all up to date and make sure those are all posted to MERCARI, so make sure you check that out. And as well, guys, if you have not already, make sure you get over to the page here, the channel here, hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell icon so you get notifications on everything that I post and upload here on YouTube. As well, leave me a comment in this video. Tell me, what is your favorite figure that you saw here today. Which ones have you already picked up? Which ones will you pass on? And will you play the long game on these TMNT figures, possibly waiting the real long game for those? Who knows? Maybe eBay, maybe MERCARI, maybe somewhere they will start to eventually go down in price. But until then, for Roman Reigns as Shredder for the TMNT figures and all the other ones that you see here on the channel, you already know what it is. Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Until the next one, guys, stay safe, stay tuned. I will see you all there.